Garden Shop How to Garden video. In this video we want to show you how to prepare your hanging baskets for a winter flower display. Now what we have here in front of us is a 14-inch hanging basket which has already been lined with a moss liner, again a 14-inch liner, and then inside that we've placed a amount of compost, and then towards the bottom of our hanging basket we position our rain mats. And the idea of the rain mat then is to absorb and hold water inside the hanging basket, because the one problem that you'll face with hanging baskets is that they require regular watering and should be ideally watered once a day during the summer months anyway. So we've placed some compost in, we've placed the rain mat in. Now I'm going to continue adding some compost to the basket, okay? Now because we're dealing with a winter floral display, the available plants is limited, but we have a selection here in front of us that you can use. So I'll just talk you through them. The first thing we have here is a variegated ivy, and it's like a trailing ivy. So that will keep its foliage throughout the winter months. And then at the front then here we have two different winter flowering headers. We have a white one and a purple one. And then over here we have a winter flowering cyclamen. Okay, so what you'll find then is all of these plants will flower over the winter months and into spring and give you a nice colour in your garden if you have them in hanging baskets. So the first thing to consider then is all the plants have been watered before planting, and now I'm just going to remove the plants from their pots one at a time. And ideally if you're planting up a hanging basket, keep the largest plants in the centre, okay, and then have the smaller plants coming up around that then. So we can just arrange and position our plants first, and then we'll finish off by adding some more compost. Okay. If you can see beneath me here, I have this hanging basket sitting on a piece of sellotape. Alternatively, you can position it on a bucket, and that will just stop the hanging basket from moving around. Okay. So again, just squeeze the side of the pot and the plant should slide out nice and easily. I'll put this one here in the front so you can get the whole effect of it there. Now. So once you have your plants in place, just move them around and make sure that you're happy with the general position of all the plants, and then you can start packing in the soil around each of your plants. Make sure that you press in the compost tightly around all the plants, giving a good contact there between the soil and the root ball of the shrub you're planting. Okay. And then there's a few things to consider then after that regarding the maintenance of your hanging baskets. As I said, they require regular watering. They should be fed as well, and we'll show you how to do that now in a moment. Just a small bit more in here. So this is just one option that you can use for your winter flowering baskets. You could also add some conifers or other plants such as that, because they will be in colour all year round. Okay, so now that's all the plants in place there. Now one thing to consider that you can do is to add what we have here, which is the hanging basket food pellets. And for a basket of this size, which is about 14 inches, we'd recommend adding about 5 to the compost itself. So I'll just take out 5 pellets here. And these are the slow release pellets that you can see here. And these will continue to feed the plants over the winter months now and into the summer. So what you simply do is just position them in a circle around the edge of your hanging basket. So I can just tip it up here now. And if you can see, I'll just push one in here. And you simply just push it underneath the soil surface so that it goes out of sight there. Okay. And then we'll just push one down in here, underneath the soil, and maybe one under here. So that's 5 going all the way around the hanging basket now. So now that's in place, the hanging basket is prepared. Next thing we want to do then is to water it, and ideally maybe give it some time in your polytunnel just for it to warm up and for the plants to settle into the soil before you hang out in your garden. With this 14-inch hanging basket then, we also have the 14-inch wall bracket which you can hang your hanging basket from. But that's it really, that was the video on how to prepare a winter hanging basket from thegardenshop.ie.